Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Triple M. We're going to talk about a few things here. It's going to get crazy. We're going to get learnt about several things. Anyway, before we get started, I'm your co-host, Kaysha, and this is my co-host, Breana. And the first thing we're going to talk about today is Blake Lively at the Met Gala.
Oh, okay.
However, this year's a little different because it's no longer Blake Lively at the Met Gala. She's not going.
Oh.
So, yeah. I think there's several factors into why she's not going, considering she just gave birth to her and Ryan's, it's Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah, Ryan
Reynolds.
Okay. Yeah.
To their fourth kid, like just briefly a second ago. So, yeah. Also, this is a big deal because she is known for matching the Met Gala vibe that they're going for that year. And obviously everyone really looks forward to what she has to wear.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not happening this year. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what she has to say, maybe, if she says anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she'd even say anything. I mean, I guess, like, if she's been going to the Met Gala for, like, so many years, it's understandable that she'll take one break so she can take care of her kid.
Right.
Which, they have kids.
They have 4 kids.
4 kids.
I just learned that her and Ryan have 4 kids.
That's...
I'm saying Ryan like I know this man.
Yeah, Ryan.
Like, Ryan, he has 4 kids. Yeah, and they're all, I think, within age. Like,
okay, so young
very close.
Kids. Okay.
Very close. But yeah, I mean, look at these 3 outfits.
Yeah, they're stunning.
They are stunning.
Really pretty.
And she also just herself is really pretty. So.
Well, yeah, of course.
But yeah, we'll see what other people have to say about it too. Like other celebrities that might say something, be like, "Where the heck is Blake Lively at? Like, what the heck?
She has to be here."
Exactly, exactly. I don't know what the theme was for the Met Gala this year. Do you know?
I'm forgetting the name of the dude, but it's like some German fashionista who was like he was popular in like his French like catalog in Chanel.
Okay.
Apparently that ran from like the 1980s all the way up to 2019.
Okay. Okay.
Not totally sure what that entails, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Me either.
Because, I don't know, because if it's just a theme based on like a designer, then I don't feel like you can get really creative with that.
Maybe not. I don't know what will happen. I just know that she's a big deal because she always matches the Met Gala vibe. Because I feel like a lot of celebrities go above and or maybe not above and beyond, but kind of have their own spin-off to what the gala wants them to look like. You know? So
like sometimes like they follow it, other times they just do whatever they want.
Sure.
It's like that's not really the theme.
Right.
But I mean it's a cool outfit, but it doesn't really fit.
It is cool. Yeah. Well, that's Blake. We'll see what the rest of the Met Gala has to wear, though. I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it should bring out some interesting results.
We'll see.
I don't know. I don't really know anything about the designer, so
Sure.
I'm not sure if he has like super fancy, crazy
It has
outfits.
to be. It has to be.
True, yeah.
A bunch of celebrities.
Well, of course, yeah.
It's gonna be. It always is a big deal. Do you watch the Met Gala?
Not really.
No.
Like I see like the post that's like, oh, like here's the top 10 best outfits we saw, and like, hey, these are the worst outfits. What were they thinking?
Right.
Type of thing. But I don't really tune in.
Okay.
At the moment, I just kind of like wait for all of it to come out. And
Sure.
Then...
Formulate your own opinions based on what everyone else kind of has to say for it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Well, Blake, maybe we'll see her next year. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, yeah. Gotta
Anyway.
have someone in there who matches the theme.
Yeah, exactly. All right. On to our next topic. It is Zendaya and Labrinth. It's her first performance in 8 years, so it was a big deal. But I kind of want to talk about a few things here about Zendaya because she's a extremely talented human being. Yes. Like she can sing, she can act, like, and also do both of them really well.
Yeah,
she's also a good person, and she's with what's his nuts? Do you know what his name is? I forgot. No, come on. He's literally iconic. It's not Timothy. It's
Is it Tom Holland?
Tom! It's
Really?
Tom!
Wait, is it really?
No, it's Tom. Short King moment.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like, I know this because I'm obsessed with her, but I'm pretty sure she's like 5'9", and he's like 5'7", or she's 5'10". I don't know. Anyway,
Nice.
height doesn't matter, I guess. But anyway, yeah, she performed with Labrinth at Coachella,
Okay.
and they have their song. I'm in love with this song. It's In My Feels or In Feels or My Feels or something like that. He just put out an album. You should go listen if you haven't already. It's very good. Yeah, and it was obviously a big deal because to see Zendaya up on stage instead of, behind or in front of the camera, I guess.
Yeah, behind and front.
So
Same difference.
Yeah. Do you listen to either of these artists? I mean, Zendaya doesn't really have like new music, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I watched the movies that she is a
course.
part of. Like, I know The Greatest Showman.
Right.
Like, she was really good in it. I loved her songs in it. But not really like. I don't know if she has any singles. I don't really listen to that.
She's not really in the shuffle for you.
No, she is not.
No old Zendaya replay moment for you.
No, unfortunately
Come on.
not. I know.
And what about Labrinth?
I don't think I've ever heard of him, if I'm gonna be completely
Really?
honest.
I think he's big for multiple reasons, but he also had like the soundtrack for, or maybe a couple songs. I'm not quite sure on those details, but for Euphoria.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, God, what is that song called now? I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Anyway, this was a big deal. Fans went crazy because the collaboration between those two was just chef's kiss.
Yeah.
But yeah, would you ever go to Coachella?
I mean, I feel like you just kind of have to go to just get the experience.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like I wouldn't really enjoy the more concert scene of it, of like everyone being all sweaty.
Sure.
I'm sure it doesn't smell the greatest.
Probably not.
But it's just the experience, and that's what matters.
Yeah. Coachella is definitely something that I want to experience just once.
Yeah.
And I was actually talking to one of my friends about it, and they were saying that they would rather try it for like one day rather than go like multiple days, because you have to like get a camper and stay on like the Coachella campgrounds, because you can't like re-enter or so. I don't even know. It's like actually I'm not gonna say that. I don't know if that's problematic. Never mind. But yeah, I think Coachella for one day would be a good time.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just kind of like a right amount at first, especially if you're not used to like a huge concert type scene.
Sure.
Just kind of like get in there, get the vibe, feel it, and then like leave if you're all done, and then maybe the following year you can go longer if you feel like it.
And like there's so many celebrities that go too.
Yeah.
So many. Like you're bound to run into one of them at least. Yeah, it was quite a pleasant surprise to see them up on stage together. I guess not necessarily together, but I guess mostly to see Zendaya do her thing,
Yeah, I can't imagine like for 8 years, like, and then finally coming out and like performing on stage. Like, I can't imagine how nerve-wracking that probably was.
Probably. But I feel like Zendaya is such a baddie that she was like whatever. Kind of like with Rihanna and her halftime performance.
Yeah.
Like she hasn't performed in I don't even know how long, but she went out and did it, and she ate. So
yeah, she did.
Whatever. But anyway, yeah. So Labrinth and Zendaya hit it off at Coachella. Well, I'm not gonna say hit it off because that's weird. They did the thing at Coachella, so very fun.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on to our third and final topic. This is the Maleficent dragon that clearly caught on fire.
Yeah, I mean,
at the
just
parade.
A bit.
But this also wasn't the first time that this has happened.
Okay.
With the same dragon.
Same dragon.
So what do you think? What do you think's going on there?
I mean, some electrical thing, obviously.
Clearly.
But like, clearly, I mean, it's on fire for a reason. But like, I don't know. It's just kind of so baffling because like you'd think Disney, being Disney, just kind of like highlighting like, hey, this is the place for families and for kids. Like you'd think they would want to be like super safe.
Sure.
And like have like a bunch of safety and health inspections.
Right.
And so I don't know how something like that could have happened.
I don't know.
It was just like, unless like someone like didn't see that there was a faulty wire or something.
I don't know. It's crazy because, again, I get, like, maybe the first time it happening, but it's happened a second time now with the same dragon.
Yeah.
So whoever's on the technical side of that needs to get it in gear, because
Yeah.
it's, like, almost, predicted that's going to happen. They're like, hey, when is Maleficent's dragon going to catch on fire?
Like,
We're waiting for it.
For
a third time, yeah. Have you ever been to Disney to see one of these parades, or?
I have not been to Disney.
No.
It's something I want to do.
Okay.
Just because I just feel like it would be super cool to go to.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You've never been to, what is it, Disney World or Disneyland?
I have not been to either, no.
Either, okay.
No.
Okay. Which one would you prefer to go to? Both, I mean?
I mean, both, but I guess Disney World, since it's bigger and there's, like, a lot more stuff to do.
Right.
But also, I guess it's probably more crowded.
There's
also the humidity.
Right. I mean, also with you being in, like, production and that kind of stuff, though, there's, like, Universal Studios there that's, like, really cool. I'm saying that like I've been there. I've never been there.
I know.
I'm speaking from knowledge of my sister. My sister went and she loved it. So I think it'd be really cool to see Universal Studios. I think that's the only reason why I would go.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, I've only been to Disneyland.
Okay.
A couple of times, a few times maybe, and the best rides are Splash Mountain, which actually is no longer Splash Mountain, I believe.
It's a Tiana themed ride this time, I
yes.
believe. Crazy how huge that.
Yes.
Everyone got so upset over it. It's like, guys.
Yes, it's not that deep.
Guys, no.
Space Mountain.
Okay.
I love Space Mountain, and the Tower of Terror are my top 3, I think.
I heard that one. Didn't that one get changed to like a Guardians of the Galaxy themed?
I believe
ride?
so.
Or is there still a Tower of Terror and then there's a Guardians of the Galaxy?
That's a great question. That's a great question. I have no idea. But I know that a lot of things have changed since the like OG rides, if you will.
Yeah.
I guess another ride that I'm a big fan of, and also I don't know why I'm a big fan of it though, because I never actually rode on it, but I wanted to. It was a submarine, and you actually like went underwater.
Oh, is it like the Nemo's?
Yes.
Like submarine finding adventure or whatever?
Yes, that's exactly what it is, and I want to do it. But I was too little to go when I went, so I couldn't go, and I don't think it's there anymore.
I think it still is.
Is it?
Yeah. No, funny enough, I've seen people be like, this is the worst rated ride
No
here.
way. So it's like,
I mean,
all cap?
Well, I mean, I guess it's more like a chill and just kind of like more like a relaxing type ride.
Interesting.
But like, I'm sure if you like enjoy those type of rides, you might enjoy it. But...
So it's like very like kid friendly then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe
this isn't kid friendly.
That is not kid friendly. I can imagine being in the crowd and like that just goes in goes up in flames. What do you do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Honestly, probably just like how everyone else is in this photo, just probably just stand there and watch and just be like, okay, what is going on?
Yeah. Yeah, all of them taking pictures.
Yeah, just be like, oh, gotta get this.
That's crazy.
Story.
In front of what? Hall presidents?
The Hall of Presidents? Oh, no.
That is symbolic, if you will. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's topics. Yeah. Well, we have... Hope you enjoyed talking a little bit about the dragon on fire. That's crazy. It's going to happen again, I'm sure.
Of course. Yeah.
Blake Lively, and hopefully she'll be here next year. I'm looking forward to that. And Zendaya, of course, in Labyrinth. What a great surprise. What an awesome surprise.
Combo.
Oh, I love it. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed. Oh, wait, nope. It's been fun, and we'll see what next week brings for us. I've been your host, Kaysha, and this is my co-host, Breana, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.